Howdy out there, America. I was watching Link TV today, and they had a program on about corporations. And Michael Moore was saying that corporations are like big monsters that ravage the people. But the only thing I see wrong with corporations is that they don't pay the people properly, and they haven't done so for 50 years. They need to raise everybody's salary by $4 an hour. But I like corporations, you know, they bring us good stuff. I mean, we've never lived so modern in our history. You know, like a corporation brought me this shirt. You know, it's an insulated shirt, has insulation in it. Kind of like nylon or Dacron or whatever that stuff is. And it keeps me warm. And a corporation brought me this shaver, and we're going to try this shaver today and see if it really shaves. And it says you can take the head off and wash it with water. That's pretty cool. The only thing I haven't figured out about this razor, so I can get this back on now, is that maybe if I push that, there we go. There's this thing in the kit. I don't know what the hell this is. It's like a little fishnet thing. It's got these things on it. I don't know what the hell that is. It doesn't show it as a part in the instruction booklet. This here is the instruction booklet. And it's made by Protocol. I guess it's probably made in China, but whatever. Well, let's see if this shaver works and see if this corporation has got a hit here. Meanwhile, I'll try to keep talking while I'm doing this. Comes in a case with a mirror. Hey, that'd be interesting. Let's see what happens here. There you go, laser camera. But anyway, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be. Of course, I got a pretty big beard here. Says you can also use it with shaving cream and make it work better, but don't seem to be knocking off my whiskers here. Yeah, you know, it's like that electric cigarette. Where the hell is my electric cigarette? It ain't worth a damn. I don't know how I put it. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Yeah, this tastes horrible, this electric cigarette. So I'll stick with my regular cigarettes. And I guess I can see whiskers on the head of this thing here, so I guess it was doing something, but probably I've got like 3 days of whiskers here, so it's not doing any good. But anyway, I guess I'll stick to the disposable razors and shave my whiskers off that way. Anyway, I'd just like to say that, you know, where would we be without corporations? You know, like a corporation made that 96 Dodge Stratus that I drive, and it's a 4-cylinder, 4-banger with stick shift, and it reminds me of driving a Volkswagen. So I'm thinking that maybe Dodge ought to come out with a new version of that car and dump it on the market like at $80 a month, nothing down, and everybody in the world would buy one because it's real economical. It gets like 36 miles on the highway. I get about 20 in the city. But I'm not against corporations. What I'm against is the fact that they don't pay the people enough money. And now I'm using this split screen technology that some programmer came up with by the name of REHAN. And that guy's a genius. He made a plug-in for Windows Movie Maker. That Windows Movie Maker, or Microsoft, I guess, will probably buy that from him someday. Like they bought the hard drive, but they only paid $50,000 for it from the inventor. So this guy REHAN, he's only charging $15 for the plug-in, and I think that's really great. And when the 14-day trial expires, I'll be sending him $15 for this split screen effect. And you can have multi-screens, you know, and a little screen and a big screen, and all kinds of neat effects. But where would we be without the corporation that brought this computer to me? Paid with by Uncle Bushy's $300 stimulus check. That was a couple years back. So, even though Hewlett-Packard is now making stuff over in China, still the product is pretty damn good. But and people in China, they make like 3 cents an hour or something like that. They recently got a 40% minimum wage increase, like Tom Hartman was saying on the Tom Hartman show. You guys ought to really listen and watch Link TV and Tom Hartman program, and Free Speech TV, because they're not controlled by corporations. They can say whatever the hell they want, just like me. But in defense of the corporations, I have to say that they brought us a modern, comfortable standard of living, provided you got a job and you can buy these things to make yourself comfortable with. You know, like the rugs that you put in your home. You know, it takes a corporation to make that kind of thing, you know? The car that I drive, it takes a corporation to make that kind of thing. It's not like Henry Ford starting out with a small company, you know? Although he was brilliant because he paid his workers a good wage, they could afford to go out and buy a Ford. So they built them and they bought them, and he created a cycle there, a capitalistic cycle that improved our economy and improved our mobility. Now, with the gas, you know, they're charging 3 times more than they should because, like I said before, in the 50s, a loaf of bread was a dime, a gallon of gas was a dime. Today, a loaf of bread is $1, and a gallon of gas is over $3. So you can see they're exploiting us there somehow, some way. So we should all try to use the least gas we can use. You know, what will happen is the damn politicians will put in a meter as to how many miles you drive. So that means we're all going to start carpooling it to avoid that tax if they ever put that in. They're a bunch of nuts. Just like the government or a pack of vultures, somebody dies and they want to tax the guy who inherits the stuff from his family. The money's already been taxed. It's a double tax. So the death tax was written and it's upheld by a pack of vultures. But anyway, look at the nice way we all live here in America. That is, if you have a job or maybe you're on Social Security like me. Of course, I don't get enough money, but I try to stretch my dollars the best way I can do it. So when I say national work starts in January, basically it's not because we don't like corporations. It's because they don't pay us enough. $4 an hour increase is a drop in the bucket for them. Look at all the zillions of dollars that PP had to pay for the damage in the Gulf states. Don't tell me they ain't got no money. Don't tell me they can't hire more people. Well, the corporations think they're kind of like a pack of liars, greedy liars, but we need the products that they produce. So it's like I said, a necessary evil. So what do we much.